weekend, everybody. Finally got the rain stopped this afternoon, and we got a little bit of sun here, so hopefully you all got some decent weather where you're all at. And we got a few people in here already. And let me go through and just say hello to everyone that's... Can you hear me now? Rookie mistake. The mic wasn't even on. Okay, let's try that again. Hey everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. Happy weekend. Future weekend. It's another day. And hope you're all doing well. And I was just going to go through and say hello. This is really bad. All these shows and I forget to turn the mic on. Well, what are you going to do? Anyways, okay, let me just welcome everybody. We got Joe Hervey 84 is here. James Smith is here. Dave R's Guitars just popped in and say hello. Hello, Dave R. Mark Wade, time has been kind. Folks, Mark Wade just did a collaboration with Tak Full House. It's on his channel. It is fantastic. If you get a chance, check that out. It's really, really cool. It's an original tune those two guys did together, and it's fantastic. Bobby Lopez is here. Hey, Bobby. Charles Green is here. Ron Gillespie, let's rock. Yes, we will. Okay, I'm catching everyone. ChickNGuitars, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. David Ennis, nice to see you as well. Will Varela, hey man, how are you? Okay, am I catching everyone? Okay, Todd Flowers is here. Hey Hack, YouTube unsub me, grr. Yeah, that happens once in a while. All of a sudden, like, you know, people that I thought I was sub to, and it's like I haven't seen anything from this person. It's just, it automatically does it. It's odd. It's happened to me too, Todd. No worries, buddy. Hey, Janice is here. Welcome. Uh-oh. The man, the myth, the legend is here. Here it comes, folks, on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Quentin! There you go. Cheddar, hey, man. Thanks for pointing out that you couldn't hear me, Cheddar. I hope I solved that problem. If you can hear me now, please let me know. Okay, Brian Cote, how are you? Pork Chop SRV, how you doing? Oh man, it just jumped on me. Denny Allen. I'm going to lurk and maybe make no worries, Denny. You do what you got to do, buddy. R2R3 is here. How are you? LR Music, hey man. The hack is live. Hey mate, how are you doing, LR Music? And have I caught everyone? Lefty Mike is here. Lefty Mike. Okay, I think I caught everyone in the chat. Showman Blues, hey, how are you? Charlie S. No, people are flying in. Okay, that's usually what happens. Usually what happens. We got 23 people in the house right now. This is awesome. Awesome. Okay, so... what's that sound? Today's topic is what's that sound? So let's get into this. So this is going to be a little bit of a geek show. So be prepared. A lot of questions were coming up last week about different pedals and different tones and different sounds and things like that. And so what I thought I'd do is basically hook up to my pedal board. I am connected to... oh, there's Queen Bee. Hey, Queen Bee. I am connected to my amp, and I have sound. And what I wanted to do was just kind of just do some examples and maybe even play a bit of a game where you would call out like a particular band or a particular song, and I would try to kind of course I'm not going to nail every single tone, right? But at least sort of get in the ballpark, because really that's all you can do, you know, when you've got to play, you know, 50 songs a night. You're not going to nail the tone for every song. You're just going to get in the ballpark. So I'm going to go through a few examples of my own and just kind of show you how I go about doing that, what I turn on and what I turn off. And I should mention that the amp that I'm using is my trusty Marshall DSL 40 combo. The guitar, of course, is my tried and true Blackie. This is my go-to guitar. And I'll just go like real quick. Hey Mitch Heyman, how's it going, buddy? I'm just going to go real quick through the pedals that I use. I've mentioned these a few times. So starting with this is the Marshall Governor. Governor 2 pedal. This is a Wampler Pinnacle. There's the Plimsoll that I go on about. It's for me the best overdrive there is. My Tube Screamer, which is going to be like my lead boost. I don't know if I'll be turning that on today, but I could if you want to see it. This is my ISP Decimator. Thanks to a few people in the chat that suggested that to me. That's a fantastic noise gate. On the end here, this is a TC Spark Booster, which is basically a clean boost and just makes everything louder. And I use that if I can't hear my solos, or if I'm just doing a clean solo, I'll use that. Then I go into my Corona Chorus, TC Electronic Corona Chorus. It's my flashback delay. A Hall of Fame Reverb, also from TC Electronic. And at the end of the chain is my EP booster. And I'll show you what that does in a second, and you'll see why that's an always on pedal. And I forgot my mini Crybaby Wah. This is actually the first pedal in my chain. Actually, the first pedal is my tuner, but my tuner is destroyed. I don't know what happened to it, but I think I need a new tuner. But anyways, so it usually goes tuner, Crybaby, and then from the Crybaby into the Governor. So those are all the Lego pieces that I use to do all the different sounds that I need. And a bunch of people just popped in, and I just want to say hello to anyone that I haven't yet said hello to. Jimmy Biter, welcome. How are you? Oh, that's awesome. Mitch is loving his new Les Paul. Man, there's nothing like the new Les Paul love, eh? I know the feeling. That's awesome, man. Love that guitar. That's an awesome guitar. Cool board. Thanks, Ron. Thank you so much. Dry Heat, hey, man. And it jumped on me. Okay. Little J1, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to do, is sort of go through a few things. So this is, that's a Les Paul going through my Marshall with absolutely zero effects. So that's my bass tone right there. Let me know if you can hear that all right, and if you can hear me all right. Let me know, please. I appreciate that. Right? So that's like nothing on. No reverb, absolutely nothing. I can't stop playing my R9. It's a real problem. I wish I had that problem, Cheddar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the EP booster just so you can hear what it does. Now, the EP booster, I've talked about it before. I keep the gain at basically 0. So just to show you why this is such a damn good pedal, okay, here's what it's I'm going to play an E chord without it and then an E chord with it. So without the EP booster, it sounds like this. With it just kind of brings everything to life, is really what it does. So basically, I'll put a little bit of reverb on, and this is the Hall of Fame Mini. I can fire 100 different types of reverb into this, but I actually still have the same reverb that I bought it with because I kind of like it the best, and because it comes with a plate reverb, and that's sort of the one I like best. So there's my bass tone with the reverb and the EP booster always on. Okay, so just to give you like an example, like let's say, oh, Queen Bee's going. See you, Queen Bee. Hey, Mark Dillon is here. How are you? James Severin, welcome. So if I was doing, let's say for example, I'm playing a 50s tune, okay, like something like Boys by the Beatles, or maybe even A Pretty Woman, or something like that, or Summertime Blues, or whatever. Okay, here's the tone that I would use. So now the other thing is I also use different pickup positions. So what I would do for that is I would put I would basically go from this sound to putting the guitar in the middle position, which would now make it a little quackier. I would do that. I'm going to turn the delay on, but I would use a slapback. That's what's great about the flashback, is it's got a lot of different types of delays on it. So I'd go to flashback, which is... Now I got this type of sound. So now if I want to play like a, you know, the Beatles, or sorry, like a 50s type of rockabilly thing, you know, that kind of thing. There you go. So there's how I would get one sound for one, you know, one genre, right? That sort of thing. You know, that's basically it. So that would be one example. And if I wanted to do, let's say, instead of something like that, let's say I wanted to do, like get an ACDC tone, okay? Then it would be this. No delay. Just a bare minimum of reverb. Governor pedal. Back to the bridge pickup, and now I've got ACDC or something close to ACDC. There you go. So now there's my ACDC tone. So, you know, these are just all the pedals that I have on the board I use for one sound or another. So whenever that song is coming up, I kind of know what to turn on and turn off. So like, just thinking of another example, like if I want to do Ain't Talking About Love, so let's do some Van Halen sound. So that would be, that's the pinnacle. Of course, delay has to be on, and it's on analog. I don't have a phase pedal, so I use a touch of chorus. Bridge pickup again on the guitar. So there you go. Again, I'm not suggesting I'm nailing any of these. I'm just sort of in the ballpark. You know, in the ballpark. So that's sort of the goal, is like you try to get as close as possible. So if anyone's got any sort of tones that they'd like me to try to get with this assortment of pedals, and that's the other thing too, like the pedal thing is such a deep dive. Like, you know, you can keep going and trying to find that next reverb or that next gain pedal or whatever it might be, and go through a whole whack of pedals. But at the end of the day, you know, like, how much better is it going to sound? Like if you, you know, I know I'm probably the wrong guy to say this, but you know, once you find pedals in like a group of pedals that works for you, like you really need to stop and use them to their full capacity, you know, because I mean, it's a trap. You get so involved with pedals and effects that you forget about playing, you know, and I've fallen into that trap myself. I mean, I'm not telling you everything. I'm telling you that from straight experience. So let me just go back here and catch up with a few people. I've been doing way too much talking and not enough reading here. So, okay, Mitch Heyman says it sounds good. That's awesome. All good. Okay, sounds good. Great. Okay. Just looking for some questions here, folks. Dale Palmer is here. Hey, welcome, Dale. How are you? Zach Thong, how's it going? Quentin James, power is out for Eric and Sandra Lee. Oh shit. Yeah, we've been having some power issues here. I had a little bit of a dropout earlier today, but it came back. Landon the boy, hey man. Okay, you guys are talking about R9s. That's cool. Brian's talking about an R7. That's awesome. ChickNGuitars, how do you get the David Gilmour sound? Well, first of all, you need a Strat, which I don't have. If I was to approximate a Gilmour sound... Oh, Wizard One Music. How are you, man? If I was to... with a Les Paul, okay, keep in mind I'm playing a Les Paul, but if I was to approximate a Gilmour sound, it would probably be something like this. I don't know any Gilmour leads, so I don't know what to play to sound like Gilmour, but... I don't know, something like that is about the best I could probably do on a Les Paul. But I think the Strat, if I was playing a Strat, I'd put it on the neck pickup, and lots of sustain, which would be like a lot of gain, but on the neck pickup, that takes all the bite out of it. So all you end up with is the fatness and the sustain, and a shitload of delay, and that's basically the recipe. And then you can tweak from there. But that's what I would do. Phil Mosley Music, how are you, man? Stephen Hurd, how's it going? Okay, we're talking about Woods and the Gibsons. Yeah, I played a Gibson today. I'll talk about that. I got a few different things to talk about today, but I'll get to that in a bit. Uses a couple of fuzz pedals. There you go. I don't use fuzz at all. Yeah, I think the fuzz is not... He's using the fuzz for, like, thickness, for fatness, and probably for a little bit of, like, high mids. I think that's what he's using those for. Sonia's here. Welcome, Sonia. Okay, and I'm at the bottom of the chat. Awesome. Okay, cool. Just have a quick boo here. Alright, cool. We got 39 people in the house. Hey, Brad Miller just popped in. Hey, Brad, how are you? Blimpus, get Ace's Tone from Strange Ways. Okay. Let me try that. Oh shit, hang on. How's that? I'd have to use the wah, and I got the wah up here, but that's film. Okay, I can show that. Okay, hang on here. How was that, Blimpus? Was I at least in the ballpark there? Okay, Wolverella. Sorry, just catching up here. Shit. Okay, it was alright. Okay, cool. How about Van Halen Tone? I did Van Halen Tone, but I'll do it again. Keep in mind I can't play Van Halen to save my life. I only know really the one riff, but punk tones. Okay, I'll do some punk tones in it. Yeah, I'll definitely do some punk. So let's try some Van Halen. Alright, that's the closest I can come to Van Halen. And for punk, okay. I don't know, I want to be sedated, I can't remember it. I used to know Basket Case. Ah, shit, I can't remember that one either. Sorry, I don't know a lot of punk. Okay, I'm just catching up here. Okay, Showman is liking his SG. Yeah, the SG is awesome. Fantastic guitars. Cool pedalboard. Thanks, Zach. How about Randy Rhoads? I only know one riff, and I can barely... It's... That's all I know. I don't know any Randy Rhoads. Can you do an overview snapshot of the board, please? Thanks. I have to switch cameras. I can't do that, Will. I can't do that. Unfortunately. When a hack comes around, yeah. Basket Case. Okay, shit. How's it go again? Oh, fuck. Forget it. Forget it. Reverb is a must, at least for me. Yeah. How about a Billy Duffy tone? All right. Now we're talking my language. There you go. Some Billy Duffy. Tom Petty. What Tom Petty do I know? Actually, we did one Tom Petty, American Girl. I'm just going to speed it up. That's my tone for that song. ChickNGuitars, do you honor the original tunings of songs? God, no. No, and the reason for that is it would I'd have to have like 3 or 4 different guitars. With the one band, everything I play is in E standard. With the other one, it's in E flat. So I do some drop D stuff because you have to drop D when it's a drop D, but that's basically it. ChickNGuitars. Dry heat. I found a great cocked wah pedal called the Chickiko Wah. A bit pricey. I'm a Michael Schenker freak, and it was necessary. Check out the YouTube videos. Hard to find, but worth it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sanctuary. That's my Sanctuary sound, more or less, Stephen Hurd. Yeah. So that's what I mean. You gotta, you know, once you got this, again, I'm not professing that I'm nailing these tones. I'm just getting in the ballpark, and that's really all you want to do, right? And once you got the pedals that'll get you there, you know, like, that's why I'm okay with these pedals that I have now, other than the fact that I killed my tuner and I need a new tuner. But besides that, hey, Paul Guitar Music 2 is here. How are you, man? Josh Garcia, welcome. If I haven't said hello. Machine Head. Okay, Bush. All right. Messy, but that's Machine Head. That would be my Machine Head tone. I actually do Machine Head, so. A lot of 12 string, yeah, on Tom Petty tunes, yeah, BC Rich. 581, yeah, and if I haven't said hello, BC Rich, hello. Yeah, it's a huge undertaking, ChickNGuitars, for sure. Yardbirds tone? God. No. No, that's something I've never tried or never tried to play. Yardbirds. Sorry, Janice. BB Made. I purchased a gig rig QMX8 to tame my bigger pedal board, and it's fantastic. Cool board you have going there. Thanks, BB Made. Yeah, you know, whatever works for you, man. Anybody say Cream? Guitar Hack? No, Cream. If I can remember the song. Okay, now that I know the riff, give me a second. Let's try this one. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I don't know the song, but that's the best I could do, Todd. I have to listen to it because I haven't heard that any Cream in a long time. Josh Garcia, nice tone. Yeah, I wish I could play it. Fast Eddie Tone from Fastway. Interesting pick. Oh, okay. I got that one. Let's see if this will work. You gotta understand too, I'm also like flipping guitars and turning tone knobs on and off too to get some of these. So that's also a part of it. It's not just the pedals, right? Maybe a little too much reverb on that. Maybe a little too much delay. I would turn the delay down a little bit. Yeah. But roughly that would be it for Fastway. Which pedal can't you live without? And which one would you give up if you had to? I think the Plimsoll is be the one I can't live without. Which one would I give up if I had to? Either the noise gate or the chorus. Hey, Music Therapy Laz, how are you? Yeah, cool to have you here, man. Awesome. Hey, Gary Holt is here. How are you? That's ballpark for sure. Yeah, sorry, Todd. I'm sorry, man. I'd have to hear it. I'd have to hear it. I can't, if I hear it in my mind and I can try and mimic it. How do you normally have your Pinnacle set up, Jimmy Biter? Gain is maxed out. Gain right now, I got the gain maxed out. I got the tone at about 12 o'clock. Contour is around 5 o'clock. And the volume can be wherever it is, you know. And I don't use the modern, I only use the vintage on the selector switch. I don't like the modern, I don't like distortion, I don't like hard clipping. I prefer like more of a natural, I know it's not natural, but more of a natural sounding overdrive, so that's where I set it up. Scott Connor, how are you? Say what you will, yeah. That's a great Fastway song. I love that song. And Quentin taught me how to play it. You're from Canada. How about an early 80s Rush? Okay, hang on a second. Let me see if I can do a Limelight for you. Yeah, it's not very good. I'd have to work on that one to get the Rush. Early Rush though, first album Rush, that's a lot easier. Yeah, that's a little bit easier to do because he's got like always like this kind of a chorusy thing in his 80s stuff, and it's hard to match that tone. That's something that I always have to screw around with. You were closer in the beginning. Okay, thanks, Todd. No worries. Okay, yeah, man. Just keep your eyes on the road, music therapy, lads. Blimpus, Boston. Hang on. I don't know that bit. Then it goes. Something like that. Something like that. But you got to remember that Tom Schultz used that, what was it, the Rockman? And that was basically his whole sound. So, but that's kind of in the ballpark. Do you have a little warble at the tail end of the delay? At times I do. You'll get that when you blend the chorus with the delay. You sometimes get a little warble at the end. And that's... You gotta be careful sometimes with your frequency, your amount of repeats, and if you have the rates, they'll sometimes between the chorus and the delay they kind of conflict, and then it sounds like crap. So, hey, yes, hate all the usual suspects. Hello, Scott. If I haven't said hello, Fred Fritch, how are you? What's this? Name that tone. Yeah, it's turned into a game of name that tone. Yeah. Oh, ZZ Top. Hey, Kubrick Lover, 1972. How are you? Okay. Hey, Michael B is here. Do I ever miss a cue to click on an effect? Oh, all the time. Yeah, but you know, if I miss it the first time, I'll get it the second time. Audience doesn't notice. I'm the only one that notices. They don't care. As long as the drums don't stop, everything is usually cool. So, okay, ZZ Top, eh? Okay, is that one? There's my ZZ Top. I can't play that riff to Sharp Dress Man. That's one of those things that I always have a hard time with. Bad Company. Oh shit, do I know any Bad Company songs? I used to, but I don't know any Bad Company anymore, man. I've forgotten. Paul's Country. Oh, Big Crowd Rush should have been in. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there, Paul. He smashes the guitar on stage. Okay, there's a whole discussion going on here that I'm totally oblivious to. I'll have to read up on this later. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool, Blimpus. Hey, Gussie Walls is here. Crowbar is here. Heckaroony from Saskatoon. Yeah, Dry Heat. I need a set of 7s. Yeah. I did Ramones earlier. Very badly. Let's see. It's, yeah, it's Ramones. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. There you go, there's the Ramones. Okay. So that's my favorite guitar on my car a long time ago. Watchman for you, how are you? Okay. So let's see what time we got. Oh man, we've been going for a long time here already. We got 56 people in the house. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, so a couple of things that I wanted to mention. One is there was a talk on Tuesday's show about Guitar Hack Pics. Wes Carpenter 1, how are you? And so I looked into getting Pics made, and I can get Pics made, but here's the problem with the Pics. They're not cheap. So basically, I came up with a couple of pricing matrices and that sort of to see if it's worthwhile, to even bother doing these or not, right? Because they do work out expensive for a pick. I mean, expensive for a pick. Instead of a pick costing you what, 75 cents, like $1. These are going to be over $1. You know what I mean? So let me just so what I did was, most of you are in the U.S., so I kind of went with that as postage wise, and I got pricing for getting the picks made with the Guitar Hack logo on them. I'll do it's going to be a celluloid. If I do it, it's going to be a celluloid pick, which is like the typical picks that most picks are made out of that. The more expensive ones are made out of like Delrex, and there's some other type of material, like I use Davas, which is like rubber and something else. And anyways, so just keep the cost down, and they're usable picks. I mean, they're not like that's the other thing too. I want picks that are usable, and I know this company makes usable picks because they make picks for the band that I'm in, and I've used those picks and they're fine. Like, they work fine. No point in getting picks that you can't use, right? So Here's the way it looks, right? So, and again, this is including postage to the U.S. So, just like to buy one pick is ridiculous because the bulk of the cost is shipping. So the way I've got it broken down is, and if this doesn't go fly, I totally get it because I mean, yeah, but here's what I broke it down to. It would be like, you would buy picks in either like a 3s, 5s, or 10s. Okay, so you get 3 picks, 5 picks, or 10 picks. Because the way it works is if you get 3 picks, it's going to cost you $10. And the bulk of that cost is the picks, because the picks alone are my cost. They're like almost like $1.75, $2 a piece, right? And then the shipping. So you get 3 picks for $10. So each pick is going to cost you $3.30. So that's what I mean. It's like, you know, that's kind of pricey. So, but if you get 5 picks because it's the same shipping, then you can get 5 picks for $12. So each pick is going to cost you now $2 and something. Or if you want to go nuts, you can get 10 picks for $20 and each pick costs you $2. So I don't know if there's interest in me pursuing this or not. I do have someone that will do them for me. And I can, I can get them made. I'll buy the picks outright, and I'll have them shipped here. And then the other obstacle would be is if I do the pick thing, people would have to, like, you would all have to entrust me with your you're a cunt, hello. Oh, I got it. You're funny. And I fell for it. Okay. If you'd have to entrust me with, email addresses and stuff like that, or sorry, like your home address for me to mail that stuff to you. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to pursue it. But let me know, folks. Just give me a quick vote. Is that something that you'd want me to? Quinn is wearing pants tonight. Let's hope. Baseball caps. I will be doing them. Will Varela as soon as Teespring is rolling them out. Once they get to me and I have the ability to do it, I will do baseball caps. So they're gonna come. So anyway, so yeah, so like if people are interested in this, I'll go ahead and do it. I was gonna order maybe like 30 just to see. And yeah, get rid of that doofus. And kind of go from there. Right? So you're looking at 3 picks would cost you $10, 5 picks would cost you 12, and if you want 10 picks, it'd cost you 20. And if you're not interested, I totally get it, because I was kind of surprised myself once I found out how much it was to get these things made. Because what makes it expensive too is because I have a logo with multiple colors, right? Like if I just wrote Guitar Hack on a pick, it wouldn't cost as much, but then it would look like shit, right? So, anyways, so I'll just put that out there. If there's enough, or you know what, maybe better yet, since I've got, I don't know how many of you in here, 59 of you in here. If you want picks, send me an email. That's probably better. If you want picks, you don't have. I'm not asking you to pay for them or give me your addresses at this point. But if it's something that you'd want me to do, because honestly, like, I'm not making any money on this. I just want to break even, right? Like, I got to go out and buy the envelopes and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not making anything on this. This is not a money-making venture. It's just somebody was asking for picks, and I thought, it's not a bad idea until I looked into it. And then it's like, man, it's, I don't know, $10 for 3 picks, Anyways, let me know. Send me an email. I have my email address below if it's something that you want, and then I'll know, whether or not. And I'm not gonna buy like 100. I'll just get like 30 of them. If 30 people want them, or 10 people want them, and they buy 3 a piece or whatever, as long as I get rid of them, it's fine. Yeah, the hats are coming, folks. So speaking of merch, what's gonna happen is, what's the date today? Today's the 23rd. This is the last week. Hey, Rob212, how are you? This is the last week to pick up, to buy guitar merch for cancer. So this is the last week, folks. So if you want to buy Guitar Hack merch to support the Canadian Cancer Society, this is the last week. I'm going to cut it off at the end of the month, and that's basically 1 week left. A few more people bought some stuff. It's really cool. Jason Wade bought a t-shirt today, which was awesome. And yeah, so I'm gonna cut it off, and then I'm gonna rethink the merch thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I might change things around. I may close it all together. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I got Summer NAMM coming up, so and then I get this pick thing that I may or may not be doing. So I just want to figure out what I'm doing in the next couple of weeks or so. So, but I know that the cancer thing, I'm definitely gonna cut that at the end of the month. So does May go to 31? I don't even know. Is it May 30 or 30? I think it's May 31. So May 31, I'm gonna close the Guitar Hack store. And then if I relaunch it again, it'll be a different logo, slightly different logo, same idea. I'm talking to some people. We might change a few things around. Hopefully the hats will be available at that point, and then maybe I'll open up the store again. But it will not. I'll take the Rock Off Cancer off the back. That's how you know you will have bought merch for Cancer, because all the merch I sell has Rock Off Cancer on the back, except for the coffee mugs. I couldn't put on the coffee mugs. So yeah, so let me know, folks. Let me know if you're into the Pics thing. I'm just gonna get, I can order 30. They'll cost me around $50 just to get 30. It's that expensive, right? And then I'll take the time to mail them out. If people really want them, that's cool, If not, that's fine too, right? Just let me know. Let me know what you want to do with that. I want hack cigars. Actually, I went cigar shopping today. Okay, let me just R2R3. I will leave Guitar Hack Pics in all guitar centers across Chicago. Sure. Ron Gillespie, hey Hack, new LP standards are advertising AA tops. I don't think they are mispresenting, but I'm seeing what you were saying. Okay, so I tried another Les Paul earlier, Ron. If you're not on my Instagram, please do. I have the link below. If you're not on my Facebook page, I also have the link below. I played one today. It was a 50s. I'm finding myself really liking the 50s Les Pauls, which is freaking me out because I never thought I'd like those necks, and I've played two of them now, and it's like, oh man, these necks. I'm loving these guitars, but the one I saw today had a couple of flaws. There was a flaw in the binding, but the bigger thing was I'm gonna hold this one up. It's black, so it's not a good sample, but I don't know if you're familiar with Les Pauls and the whole thing, but what they do is they take the top is two pieces and they line them together and they match. They're supposed to, it's called book matching, right? You're trying to match the kind of grain so that the flame goes across kind of evenly. I mean, even if it's off a little bit, or it should at least be the same degree of flame. So the two pieces have to match up, and the one I saw today was pretty bad. The one side had blemishes and stuff on it, and the other side was clean, and one had a little more flame than the one had more horizontal, vertical, and the other one was more horizontal, one was more vertical. Anyways, it was a bad book match. It was a nice burst. The paint job was perfect, but the book matching wasn't great. And in Canada, that guitar would have cost me $3,700. So for $3,700, it's got to be book matched well. The AA that Ron is talking about is the amount of flame. I've seen standards, the new standards, that I would consider triple flame, more flame than what they're advertised. A double flame is like a middle of the road flame. It has not a ton, not a little, somewhere in between. But yeah. Okay, so I mentioned the baseball caps again. Pork chop SRV will take 10. You know what, folks? Send me an email. Please send me an email. If it's something that you'd like, send me an email. Because it's going to be honestly, it's a pain in the ass for me to do, but I don't mind doing it. If people want it, man, I'll do it. I'll be all over it like a fat kid on a Smartie. I'll do the pics. But I just want to know that, that they're all going to be gone, because I'm not going to, what am I going to do with 30 pics? Okay, I'm just getting caught up here. Okay, Jason Dye, welcome. And I think I've said hello. Yeah, I've said hello to Rob212. If I haven't, hello again. Am I selling pants? No, Quentin James. My pants won't fit you. Hack pants. Oh, shit. You guys are funny. Okay, 31. Pics, okay, Justin Cox. Okay, send me an email. I have my email address below. Send me an email if you want to pick. Where are you at on the cancer promo? Finally got my shirt. Oh, awesome. Dry Heat, send me a photo, please. Again, at my email below, and I will post that on my Instagram and on my Guitar Hack Facebook page. Where am I at? I'm at about $550 Canadian. And I haven't sold anything in the last week, so it's looking like that's where I might stay. I was hoping to get to 600. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but that's okay, man. You know, we cracked $500. I sold, I think, 71 items at this point, so that's, I mean, I can't ask for more than that. You guys are absolutely fantastic. The support for that has been amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to, at the end of the month, I'll see what I got. I'll get it paid out. I'll deposit it, and then I'll take a screenshot, and I will show you all the donation that you are responsible for to the Canadian Cancer Society. So hopefully I'll be doing that if in the next couple of weeks. Hey, Broxel, how are you? Steak time. Brian Landreth, Guitar Hack, do you like the new TV special Yellow? I think it's cool. Yeah, they went back to they as far as I know, they matched the original color. I think it was fine. Justin Cox in Utah, Guitar Hack posters for the cave. I have Guitar Hack stickers. I don't have posters. And would you really want my mug in your cave? I mean, I guess you would if you want to scare away the bears and shit, right? But no, I've got stickers. You can put stickers in your cave. You can put stickers on your guitar case. Okay, I'm caught up. Watchman for you, get some Marshall Stack wallpaper. Sure. So those are my announcements. So again, the Guitar Hack raising money for cancer, that's going to end at the end of the month. So if you're still thinking about buying some Guitar Hack merch, t-shirts, I'm actually wearing one of the shirts right now. Guitar Hack shirts, I've got mugs, I've got hoodies, I've got ladies tees, and I've got stickers. So go to the Guitar Hack store, the link is below, and check that out. And yeah, so that's going to be in place for the next week. Next Tuesday, I am going to have a guest on at 8 p.m. It's going to be a little bit later, and it's my good friend. I talk to him all the time. It's Dave Levine. You guys have seen him, Dave's Guitar Channel. We always chat, you know, so he's coming on again. So we'll talk like we always talk. Anyways, it's going to be a fun show. Dave's always always cool and a major fountain of knowledge there. So that's going to be next Tuesday. What other announcements do I have this weekend? I haven't talked about this. I had so many things to talk about today. This weekend I have a show. Surprise, surprise. This is a little bit different type of show. It's we're playing for a yacht club, tennis club, if that makes any sense. So basically we're going to be playing for a bunch of rich folks, and it's all out. We're getting food, we're getting a room, like it's a pretty big deal. All the tickets to the event have sold out, so I think we're looking at about 200 people last count. The gentleman that hired us saw us at a bar in that same town as the yacht club a year ago and approached us, and we're like, you want us? But it's gonna happen. So that's the big gig. Yeah, and again, of course, it's an hour and I don't know, 15-20 minutes out of town, but I'm not staying overnight. I'm gonna come home. And that's it. Yeah, so that's the next big gig, and we got to get all dressed up and all that kind of good stuff. And I think I actually have the next weekend or two off after that. Learn lots of Christopher Crow. I love that song. Sailing and Riding Like the Wind. I love those two songs, actually, Crowbar. Yeah, so we got to play some, let's put it this way. We're Not that we play heavy stuff to begin with, but it's not going to be heavy at all. Like it's going to be the lamest shit that we pretty much do is what we're going to be playing up there for those folks. So, you know, and I'm sure my car will be the cheapest one in the parking lot. So, anyways, but it's an experience. So, and I still don't know if we're playing indoors or out. I hope the hell we're playing indoors because there's going to be it's going to be a rainy day on Saturday, from what I understand. So I hope we're indoors and we have some kind of covering, wherever we're going to be playing. So, but it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. It's going to be a fun time, and I'll be playing with dress shoes on, which is always an adventure. So there you go. So that's this Saturday's show, and thank God it's the only show I have. I don't have a three-peat like last week, which is absolutely killer. So Eat the Rich by Crocus. Yeah, they'd love that. You guys are funny. Yeah. Yacht Rock. Come sail away. Sure. Eric Johnson played with Carole King in this set. I didn't know that. There you go. Ace of Spades. I don't think so, Steven. I wouldn't mind playing that song. Yeah, I don't know, Dale Palmer. I don't know if we're playing indoors or out. I'm hoping it's going to be they actually have a venue with a roof, because I don't want to be playing outside in the rain. No, I don't want. That's happened once. We got caught in the rain one time at this another outdoor gig for another rich guy. So, but yeah, and it's not like they're gonna pay for your equipment that blows up because it gets soaked. So, yeah. All right, folks, we're a little over 9 o'clock. I want to thank you all so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Name that tone thing that I did. I mean, the whole point of the show today was, I just wanted to kind of demonstrate how, you can get a bunch of different tones, with an array of pedals. And once you get the pedals that kind of work with you, like, stick with that, because you can get a whole ton of mileage out of your stuff, instead of, we'll try this and then get something else and get something else. That doesn't mean that there's other stuff that I wouldn't want, there's pedals that I'd love to have a Timmy. Man, I'd kill for a Timmy pedal. Or, what else did I want in there? Maybe a Keeley D&M drive, stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So, this is sort of the very old school way of doing it. The other way of doing it, of course, is, your Helixes and your Kempers and all that kind of stuff. This is sort of the, the old school Neanderthal way of doing it, right? You're playing with, your pickup selector on your amp. You're playing with your tone knobs, and, and you're dialing in sound. So that's the way I do it. That's the way I've been doing it. And what I like about it is if something goes awry here, something goes wacky here, it's usually a pretty quick fix, right? And if it's a programming thing on a Helix, you can't really sit there and troubleshoot in the middle of a set, right? So this is sort of idiot proof, right? Which is, good for this idiot. So that's kind of why I go this route, But thanks everybody for checking it out and throwing out all those suggestions, and hopefully I didn't disappoint you too much and trying to dial in those sounds and trying to remember those songs, because I am not a Quentin James. I'm not an encyclopedia of songs. I only know so many. But yeah, you guys all rock. Okay, just catching these last few. Scott Ruse, Helix has a Timmy mode. Of course they do. Yeah, I hope to catch you too in another stream, Kubrick. Cool, man. No, I'm doing Tuesday show, Wizard One Music. I am doing a Tuesday show at 8 o'clock. There will be a Tuesday show at 8 o'clock with Dave from Dave's Guitar Channel. And we might be cigars and guitars, because if the weather's nice, we're going to be outside I'll be outside smoking. I'm just going to take my laptop outside. So yeah, folks, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Help me get to 1,000. That's the goal, so I don't have to take my laptop outside. I can just take my phone outside and I can shoot videos that way like we used to back in the old days, remember? Anyways, all right. So, again, if you want to pick, send me an email, then I'll know. Other than that, we'll catch you all next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Unless I do an after gig thing on the weekend, I may or may not. I don't know. But if I do, it'll be a spur of the moment thing anyways. Alright, folks. Cheers. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week. Take it easy.